Want me to show you? What? Show me your plant weed? Yeah, alright. Hello, and welcome to my Own Sweet Dionaea. This is a Yandere dating sim in which you and your husband Walter's relationship isn't doing too well. However, things change drastically when your botanical experiment comes to life, and the more you talk to this strange and beautiful creature, it becomes apparent that he might not be your husband's biggest fan. Let's get started. I can't wait to be pollinated. This is a demo of my Own Sweet Dionaea, created for Spooktober 2025 Game Jam. Be aware that this demo includes mild suggestive dialogue, references childhood death, animal pet suffering, oh no, toxic relationships, and adultery/cheating. You can't help but stare at the beautiful life form before you. But well, what else could you expect from one whose name is that of a goddess? You wouldn't say your thoughts revolve around artistic concepts, as your muse is of a different sort. And yet you find Dionaea, for Dione, delightful. Dione is the mother of Venus, the goddess of love. Dionaea muscipula, or the Venus flytrap, both names tied to the same idea of unreliable love. You are yet to see the jaws grow and open to await the arrival of an unsuspecting victim. But you have studied this species enough to know that, when open, it's a rich red flytrap. However, most importantly and unmistakably, the similarity to the human mouth is perfectly ironic. A kiss? A bite? To think no insect could tell of the danger they're in at the first glance. Such tiny teeth. Gingerly, to avoid breaking its fragile skin, your fingers graze the edge of its mouth closed tight like a zipper. They'll be large and strong when you grow up. And you won't be shy anymore, will you?
Are you giving it a pep talk?
I had to keep it motivated. No shriveling up and dying before the exhibition.
It would be such a shame to lose an intimidating competitor like you.
You narrow your eyes at him. Intimidating.
Quiet, you lethal woman.
Lethal woman.
Okay, hear me out. 1. I have no idea what you did with that carnivorous plant specimen, but knowing you, I'd rather not risk touching it. Lethal.
You can't quite remember the process, but he's being dramatic. Opening your logbook, you glance down at your to-do list. You make me sound insane.
Didn't let me finish, so. 2. Hot scientist, obviously.
Are you the hot scientist? You're very cute.
Lethal.
Now you're just trying to get into my pants.
Would be easier if you wore skirts once in a while.
Uh-huh, what, you want to do it in front of the alien plant? I mean, I'm all for it. You're daring today?
You're in a good mood today.
Well, today, he said. But you're not in a foul mood often, are you? No, you're fine. Just quiet. My specimen is thriving. Your eyes wander from your Dionaea to Walter's hydrangeas. The stems are budding already. They're flourishing.
I know.
But there are still a couple of months to go before the exhibition. I have to stay focused. You shrug. There's not much that could go wrong with the flowers after all. Walter's genetic engineering always focused on safety and avoided risky experimentation. You figure this time he's prioritizing the specimen's aesthetics over anything else, and keep on observing the samples.
I get it. I kind of wish we could just present next week. Waiting makes me anxious.
I know.
I'm looking forward to getting it over with, though.
Understandable. Looking forward to not working with me anymore?
You know it's not that. It's just...
Elaborate?
I don't have an emergency backup plan if something goes wrong.
You breathe out in relief. You thought it was about to change plans and you'd have to go to the event alone. You're not accidentally creating a monster.
Monster? It's not like I mixed 20 species DNA in one, so I'm pretty confident I'm not another Dr. Frankenstein.
You glance at your perfectly organized desk. You had to keep everything in order. But it is difficult when you're in deep focus. You're lucky Walter wasn't at home the day you finished designing your Dionaea, its DNA, and by extension its shape. You had samples of different genes everywhere. As you were considering which to pick, he would have disapproved of the mess. But you don't share the lab often. He's out most of the time anyway.
In any case, is there anything you're looking forward to?
You roll your eyes. Isn't it obvious? You and he were the best specialists from your organizations, each presenting your latest discoveries or creations. Walter would tell you it's not a big deal, but it is, isn't it? The connections, the awards. You never lost focus. Not even when you felt like you couldn't go on. But those aren't your only motivations though. You're loyal to one cause. When capitalist policies take over and nature is turned into an inanimate commodity, it's all too easy to exploit it. You, however, are determined to add not just a grain but kilos of knowledge to the pool. Tools against brutality, that's what you were taught. Walter understands this as deeply as you do. I'm sure I understand him very deeply, if you know what I mean. And you've always felt a strong connection through it. Walter is so cute. Yeah, according to the page, Walter is our husband, so lucky us. Walter understands this as deeply as you do. And that you've always felt a strong connection through it. Starting projects together in school and continuing them through college. So what do you want? What do you want? His eyebrows draw in confusion.
You know, I am talking about your birthday, right?
What, you are? Right, he didn't forget. I don't know. You tell me? And my question for you still stands. He appears rather perplexed at your reassertion.
Aren't you sweet?
I sure am. You wanna bend over and I can show you how sweet I can really be?
Speaking of, since you don't know what you want, let's start by picking dessert for today. Chocolate cake, lemon pie, fruit salad, ice cream.
Fruit salad is a dessert? I mean, yeah, kinda, I guess. Chocolate cake.
And noted.
He types something into his watch. He frowns and sighs. You know what that means. The company's demanding something again. Surely. But then you glance at the screen, trying to get the gist of what exactly is stressing him. First there's a message from the company, then from a woman. Your eyes read the second one, which goes, "Dear..." His arm drops, and the screen quickly goes black as Walter turns it off. Walter, are you cheating on me? Walter? Excuse me? Are you cheating on me?
They, need to look into something.
Now get back here, show me your phone right now. You give him an understanding nod, but your smile is tight, just like how he is. But I'm thinking, what if he's cheating on us? You can't help but notice how his wrist remains behind his back. Don't ask. Not now that he's finally being so attentive. Is he usually not? You know it's the company. The logo was there. Just the company. You decide not to watch his expression as he reads his messages. Instead, you place the plate with water under your Dionaea and check the soil's humidity. That doesn't mean you're a coward.
Oh, also, Saoirse, can you pick up Good Boy from the vet today? I have to go in an hour.
Oh, that is a dog called Good Boy. I'll do it. Good Boy is Walter's dog. But you've known him since he was a pup. Even if you didn't love him, he's your pet. You never abandoned him. Why do I not love him? I love him.
Thanks.
Though your hands are busy with Dionaea's soil, your eyes remain on Walter for a moment. Your heart aches and you can't help but wonder if underneath all of the darker emotions forged with the years, you're just as crazy for him as he used to be. Maybe not even the persistent, inexplicable sense of dread inside you asphyxiates it. People told you that you're insane. But not Walter. You didn't care for anyone, and nobody cared for you. And then came Walter, and came he did. Shut up, Uni. You loved him as your only friend from the moment you met him. You were content, but then he asked you for more. The second you realized he was falling for you, he won. You joined him in that fall off the cliff helplessly and endlessly. For a long time it was perfect. And then it was not, and you don't know what to do about it. Wait, what happened? But a kiss with a fist is better than none. No? Thus, you casually avoid looking at his eyes while he texts, choosing to focus on your very own Dionaea instead. Walter, why are you cheating on me? The potatoes sizzle as you place them into the pan. You lower the stove's temperature and move to the sink, rinsing the knife of the potato's milky sap. You check the time again. Sheesh. It's nearly 12 PM and Walter leaves at 12:15 PM sharp. You don't want him to starve, only because you're too focused on writing your Dionaea's report this morning. He can buy something while he's out, sure, but that would be less than ideal. Who knows what that food is made out of? First of all, prices for vegan diets are always more expensive. Second, all food is transgenic, and you'd rather know exactly what's changed in it. There's a reason why you grow your own with selective breeding. That reminds you, you're missing green onions for the salad. You need to go get... The sharp scratching of ceramic sends a shiver down your spine. Oh, what happened? Good Boy! You call his name as you speed into the lab and into your side of the greenhouse. No! The instant the Dionaea's pot topples, Good Boy darts out of the way. You catch it, yet you fear it may slip from the moisture gathered on your fingers. You can finally breathe as you settle it back on its vertical position.
What happened? Good Boy's alright?
He's fine, but he nearly knocked over my scientific research. Walter hugs his pet's neck as it nuzzles into him for comfort. Of course he's alright. He ran in here and almost killed it.
Are you serious? That's what you're worried about?
What the hell? This is my work. And he wasn't in any danger. Don't yell at me. What the hell?
Good Boy could have seriously been hurt. And here you are blaming him.
I hate you. Don't yell at me. I'm allowed to be upset. Why do you not respect my work? I'm not blaming him.
Oh, then what?
I'm allowed to be distressed about my project. Good boy is your responsibility.
So it's my fault now? I can't watch him 24/7.
Oh, you suck. But how could you leave the door open?
I was in a hurry, and I still am.
Yeah, hurry to go cheat on me?
You're not the only one with work to do. Mistakes happen.
So why is it that when my work gets targeted, it's nothing but a mere mistake? Man, this guy does not respect anything that I do. I take it back. I don't want to bang-a-lang you anymore. Work? I nearly lost all of my work because of you. He heads towards the kitchen.
Can you calm down already?
Wow, I hate you.
The plant's fine. And even if it died, you have the genetic material to make another one.
What if it doesn't grow?
You're so goddamn obsessive.
I'm so sick of your shit.
You'd rather try 100 times than just to get another Dionaea. I am not worried about it.
100 times. There are just so many things that could go wrong, and you would be the one to blame for the experiment's failure. Not Walter. You. You had to be there from the beginning of each plant's life and watch its inevitable death every time. Again. And again. Do it again. And if one of them lived, would you ever forget the original? You aren't risking it. None will replace it.
For heaven's sakes.
You suck.
Are you listening to yourself? It's a plant!
You don't get it. You never do. I won't let it die. No matter what.
Well, isn't that the only thing you know how to keep alive?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I'm sure you will do fine.
If you're talking about our relationship, it takes two to work on something. Hands frozen midair, you stare back at Walter in disbelief. The seed is tucked into the soil, cradled by nutrients and damp warmth. Months pass. It germinates. Grows a stem, but by the 6th month, what if it blackens? Curls in on itself like a dying mouth. Not a young trap opening to the sun. Was it the pot? Was it the genetics? Was it a locked drain choking the roots? Was it a virus? Or was it just you? The only thing you know how to keep alive. Man, Walter sucks. Like, I'm sure I'm not perfect. Obsessed with my work to the point where romance kinda got affected a bit, but it takes two people to let a relationship fail, and he doesn't seem very nice and respectful to anything I do, and I'm pretty sure he's cheating on me. So all this time, he did condemn you. The boy. Your precious boy. Neither of you knew the cause of death, but it seems Walter made the decree in his heart. There's a knot in your throat, but you need to speak. I didn't mean for him to die. You did everything you could to keep him safe, but stopping the world for him was beyond your power. It's funny, because Walter asked you to do exactly that, as if he had provided the conditions for you to be at ease. You didn't do anything unusual. You would read the details of products you consumed, even study them to be certain they'd have no long-term effects. You made sure the three of you were in perfect health, and conditions were ideal. You visited the doctor regularly and explained your diagnosis. Nothing could go wrong. You wouldn't allow it. But the threat hanging over you became true in a shadow. It seemed to Walter. Your tragedy is only an ink blot. A blade scrapes the surface and the stain is gone, but you find yourself erased by the same black drop, soaking into you.
I went too far.
You try to smile, blinking away the tears gathering in your eyes. Bite back. Like always, a sting hits your nostrils. You look at the potatoes in the pan and quickly flip them. Damn it, they're burnt. Edible, but the bitter aftertaste is already on your tongue. You brush past Walter, walking to the garden. You'll have to pack him a lot of fruit because you doubt he'll eat today's lunch. You come across the Dionaea, wishing to check on it immediately. I'll be right back. After collecting all the fruits and the green onion you needed, you rush back to the kitchen. You wash it all, placing it into a container. You grab the salad bowl and cut the tomatoes, lettuce and avocado as fast as you can, leaving the onion for last. Cut, cut, cut. Move on to the onion. The door clicks and you know. You check the time anyway. 12:15. Cut. Oh, what happened? Oh, I cut myself. Blood pools under your hand, and the blooming pain in your index finger leaves you gasping. You wipe your tears with your other hand. Where's the medkit? Right, in the top cabinet. You're about to reach for it. Saoirse. What the? Saoirse! You swallow hard at the sound of the last call. You don't know where it comes from. Only that your feet are moving towards the lab. Your cut finger completely forgotten. Not just the lab. Your steps take you further until you're shutting the door behind you and slipping into your side of the greenhouse. There's nobody there, just greenery and the Dionaea. You grit your teeth, suppressing a frustrated and pained groan. You came here only to realize you might be hearing voices. And somewhere along the way, you must have left a trail of red. You wince, not only at the swelling pain of your cut finger, but at the inconvenience of visiting the hospital to get it sewn. What a mess. After you stop the gushing blood, You like to clean it, but the kitchen feels so far away now. You're startled by a cold touch. Your eyes dart to your hurt hand, which is gently wrapped by a Dionaea leaf. Well, here it is. It is I, ready to be pollinated. Your lips part in surprise. Since when were Dionaeas sensitive plants? Your mind races with possible explanations, trying to figure out exactly what you did for it to acquire such a characteristic. But then your thoughts come to a halt. Your gaze is fixed on the plant. You don't feel like you're staring at it. No, you're staring back at it, appraising it. You realize just how large its leaves have become, spreading like a concealing mantle. Not wanting to disturb its growth, you had decided to let it be, but now you wonder, what's hiding underneath? You try to push the leaves away, but they remain unmoved, forming a natural protective barrier. This anomaly may be the reason for concern, but your fascination overpowers it. You haven't stopped bleeding. The crimson drips from the leaf under your hand, sinking into the earth that swallows it whole. You should be in the kitchen with gauze wrapped around your finger, but right now this feels healing. Soothing. You can let yourself be numb for a while, forget the pain, forget it all. Yet it's not easy to forget life when good boy wails for your attention since he can't go outside. He should be free running around the place, but he's not. He stopped being a healthy pup long ago. Now all he can do is get injections every week to evade death. He cries every time the sedatives wear off, and he realizes his legs are in pain. Walter, this is so selfish. The sight feels nearly immoral. No. It is. And yet Walter calls you the obsessive one. It's not fair. You let out a breath as the Dionaea's grip softens, slowly gliding down your arm like a ticklish caress. You really can manage your motor skills at will. Truly fascinating. You smile a bit as the leaf doesn't detach from you entirely. Absurd as it is, it almost feels like it wants to cling to you. You bring your face closer to it, observing. Then the plant remains still. Good thing you're willing to wait. Eventually, it'll open up to you. You lie back on the warm couch, watching a documentary while you eat chocolate-covered strawberries. It almost feels like a sin to eat such treats nowadays. When you're recovering, Walter didn't actively encourage you to get back into shape. But the eyes don't lie if they can't look at you. What are they looking at? Regardless, you need the comfort of food on a Sunday afternoon. It's been 3 weeks since you last saw Walter. Where'd he go? Is he with his cheating partner? It seems the company's messages were actually orders, and Walter had to go assist in the labs one stayed away. Something about an anomaly that showed up late. Toxins from a species that's already being tested for mass breeding. It was entirely optional for Walter to go. The company doesn't move employees around upon such short notice. He just wanted to go. But you're fine. He'll be back soon. You barely texted each other. You sigh. You never said you needed space, but after the last argument, it's obvious. Your conversations are now pragmatic about chores to be done and such. The only reason you feel the gap expand when he's away is that the static noise is gone. It's a good thing you can replace it with podcasts. The documentary is in another language. But you frown at the subtitles. The tropical forest along the Brazilian-Argentinian border is catching fire. Climate change. An accident or political move from the rebels. Climate change is certainly a factor. Man, this is so sad, because from what we've played so far, it's evident that, us and Walter did love each other, and then I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know if he's genuinely cheating on us or if it's just set up to make us paranoid about it. But yeah, I don't know. You roll your eyes. You may never know the real causes for the tragedy. It's annoying how companies won't stop deforesting even in the worst situations. They should be reformed. It's the education system, the values that families never give. There's none of either, and when you try to shed light on matters, people say you're paranoid. If only they understood the monopoly. But they couldn't care less about their education and the environment that they live in. It seems hopeless, but if only for a fraction of those who are taught better act accordingly, you may make a difference. Small but not forgotten. You have power, and you must wield it for good. Yawn. Bored. Documentaries are fun as long as you're rather ignorant about the topic. Considering the low entry barrier to understanding it, you have better things to do. Having had your rest, your routine resumes. Up next, Dionaea. It's been a few days since you last watered it, and you're glad it's time to hydrate it again. Walter started bothering you for baby talking it, so you had to be less gentle with it. At least while he was here. What? Why is he being such a bitch? You were starting to miss taking care of it. The moment you enter the lab, you check the temperature. The air's too cool. There we go. Don't. You frown, looking around the room nervously. Not this again. Who's watching you? No. There are no eyes here. Even if you nearly heard soft breathing for the last few weeks. What if you're starting to hallucinate again? Again? Maybe moving to the countryside wasn't such a great idea. Why? It'll be too hot. The voice is coming from the Dionaea. Slowly you move towards it. If you're gonna be making demands, at least have the nerve to show yourself. Oh, he's cute. I may come out now, but once you see me, please don't look away. Of course, in the blink of an eye, the leaves of your Dionaea unfurl. They open like a flower, revealing a creature within. Oh my god, hello, you're hot. Ooh, I love the Venus flytrap markings. I wonder if that opens up. That would be so cool. No, not just a creature. The word sounds so unfitting. Those luminous pink eyes looking into yours. Silky long hair framing its delicate face. Glossy lips. This otherworldly entity is a person. Am I horrible? No, not at all. Look at me blush. I'm like really into this. You mean to reassure it, but you aren't sure you like the new gleam in its eyes. Oh no. Then why do you seem overwhelmed? You're just very hot. Very attractive. But yes, hello, would you like to pollinate me? Bends over. Do you need me to hold you? Yeah, sure, absolutely. You can wrap your Venus flytrap teeth around me. It reaches out to you as if to embrace you, but you grab its forearm, stopping it. I'm fine. Thank you. Oh, good. A bit of guilt nags at you as his will dissipates and his arms weakly return to their former position. Should I go back into my trap? What? You hate me. No, I don't hate you. Why would you think that? Because I just wanted to help and you pushed me away. I'm sorry if it came off. Is it because you're still hurt by Walter? Is this how you cope with the feeling? Ignoring me like he ignored you in favor of strangers. Whoa, hang on a second. I was hoping to get pollinated, maybe get bred by like, you know, your plant stamen. I didn't expect to be red to filth. You wince at the comparison. You misunderstand. They're co-workers, and Walter has to attend to matters quickly. It's important. I think you're more important. Oh, thank you. You're so cute. You're so sweet. That's so sweet of you. It chuckles. Even if I was born yesterday, of course I can only return the love you raised me with. You weren't born yesterday, right? Of course not. I'd say I was born the moment I became sentient just a few months ago. I see. But also, how did you grow so quickly? And how do you even know how to talk? I don't know. I think I just started developing fast and then I just stopped. As for talking, I just listened to you and learned this way. You're extremely perceptive and clever. Thanks. I owe it to you. Nonsense. This was an accident. Speaking to your Dionaea, as if it were just another person in the world, you nearly forgot its nature. This is an anomaly of the greatest magnitude. How will you provide for it? Understand it? How will you be able to present it at the exhibition? I don't want to do that. What if they take him away and experiment on him? I want to keep my green boyfriend. As soon as anyone finds out just how far you've gone with the specimen this time, they'll find it a marvel. And then they'll take it away from you. It relies on you. Which isn't great, but maybe granting it more freedom could be worse, considering how little you understand it. You need to expand on your earlier research, remembering just how intelligent and quick to learn it is. And Walter, how would you tell him about this? We don't? He can't know. I can't know what? I just met Walter. Wait, I said he. Don't I look like a man? No, you do, Dionaea. Relax. It's just your eyes travel down his abdomen and stop at the end. Before you can even think of looking away, however, all you see are leaves. What the hell? Where's the plant? Where's the plant dick? Dionaeas are hermaphrodites. And the fact that you're not a normal one complicates simple identifiable categorization. Oh, so he doesn't need to pollinate me? God damn it. Externally, you don't have anything. Under the leaves. Right? Want me to show you? What? Show me your plant weed? Yeah, right. Yes, for research. Potential flashing wasn't on your schedule today at all, but it had to be done. Yes, show me now, please. Does it have a knob? Sacrifices must be made. Yes, that. Can I touch it? Are you hungry? For your plant thingy? Maybe. That's very unrelated to the current topic. No, it's not. It is? Don't tease me. Teasing how? You sigh and he seems genuinely amused. Oh, he's so cute. You're so much harder than Walter. You almost think he's mocking you until a cool hand touches your cheek. You immediately grab his hand ready to remove it. Your face is so bright and warm, but your action stops midway. Despite your embarrassment, his smile is too sweet to risk erasing so soon. Smiling suits you. Walter must want to gouge his eyes out when his gaze leaves you. So romantic. You raise an eyebrow at his odd comment, but he's unfazed. Is it strange that you find it rather endearing? But like all things, the moment you can't quite define must end. You muster the will to pull away and clear your throat. Stay focused. I'll keep what's under the leaves a secret for now. A bit of mystery is fun, right? Oh, but I wanted to see the plant weenie. You shake your head at his mischief, but don't push. For now, you can only hypothesize about his potential intersexuality or maleness. After all that, you can at least say that your mind has been thoroughly engaged today. You would like to think that it might just outweigh the hundreds of downsides of the situation. By the way, did you just call me Dionaea? It's the most obvious name I could have given you. I'll take it. Yes, you will. Just like how I'll take it from you later. Though you know you won't be able or willing to replicate what you did with him. I'll be waiting. You raise an eyebrow at his panting. He notices your stare and tilts his head towards the window. Could you open the window? I need air. You do so immediately and he breathes out. The air is cool. Now you see why he asked you not to raise the temperature. It seems that his trap and humanoid parts can't withstand the same temperatures. Noted. Where were we? A low wail interjects. Good boy. You spin around, striding towards the kitchen. Wait, why are you leaving me all alone? You don't like it when he does it to you. I'm not abandoning you. It's just the dog. Yes, I could smell him, but I wish I didn't. You're not sure of what he said. But Dionaea's whispers are the last you hear before shutting the door behind you and returning to your quotidian troubles. And that's it for now. I'm excited for the next part. I think it'll be good. Thank you for playing the demo. I'm gonna try and see the other choices and see what we get. Okay, there's a couple of choices I want to check out as well. I think last time I did You Misunderstand. This time I want to do I'm Not Walter. Maybe there were times when I needed to be alone, but I got my act together. I really intend on taking care of you. I don't want to be just a plant you have to take care of. That doesn't mean I'm not grateful for your nurturing so far. What do you want then? What is Walter to you? My partner? I want to be your partner. Oh, okay. Oh, having been high school sweethearts with Walter before you even married, you're used to rejecting men. The situation reminds you of such uncomfortable moments, but the difference is that your poor Dionaea probably doesn't know the full meaning of the word partner. I think he does. You should have just said husband. You mean companionship? As in a friend? I don't think that's what he wants. Definitely. I don't think so. I suppose it's what it means. I was only born yesterday. You weren't born yesterday, right? Okay, and then we go back onto the same path. And then this time, instead of saying yes for research when he asks if we want to see his plant wimwam, we'll say no. He giggles at your alarm. You don't even know what that means, or you hope he doesn't. He could be your subject of study, but you won't examine him yet. He's so pretty. It doesn't feel right. You can just say no or yes for now. Sure, I'll keep what's under my leaves a secret for now. A bit of mystery is fun, right? You shake your head at his mischief, but don't push. For now, you can only hypothesize about his potential intersexuality or maleness. After all that, you can at least say your mind has been thoroughly engaged today. You would like to think that it might just outweigh the hundreds of downsides of the situation. Well, that was part 1 of my Own Sweet Dionaea. This was really interesting. I always love plant monsters. I feel like we don't see enough of them. I think the closest that I came to, I guess, any sort of like planty romance was Diona's Flower Shop, which we played last year. And also Telleracine by Deadline Studios, which I haven't had a chance to check out yet, but I've been really excited for it. No, the concept of like plant stuff always interests me a lot. Because I feel like when I was younger, I had like some sort of fascination with Poison Ivy. And I always thought she was cool as heck. And there was like that one episode where like her Venus flytraps kind of went out of control. And then ever since then, I've just been very obsessed with like plant power or like plantomancy or whatever it's called. So yeah, so seeing something like this with such an interesting premise, I think is really cool. I think having the relationship with Walter as well is very interesting because it adds another layer of tension to the whole thing. Because there's a lot of potential risks to having that relationship. One, Walter technically now is a threat to the Dionaea, given his animosity towards the Dionaea when it wasn't even sentient. Can you imagine like how he would react once he realizes it's sentient and taking you away from him? Another thing, Walter is potentially now also in danger because the Dionaea doesn't know the nuances properly of like relationships and how things work. But it does know that Walter is hurting your feelings and Walter is upsetting you. And given the Dionaea's affinity towards you, I don't think Walter's gonna have a very good time. Additionally, also, I'm actually very worried about Good Boy. The animal is innocent. I feel very sorry for Good Boy because of what he's going through. Walter keeping Good Boy alive, despite Good Boy being in so much pain, is very immoral and shitty and an awful thing to do. I know, but at the same time, I also sympathize because I know how hard it is to let go of a pet. And you just want them to stay with you forever, but sometimes you just have to be brave and, you know, do what's right by them, and what's right by them might not necessarily be the best thing emotionally for you. But like sometimes you just have to be strong. So yeah, I'm scared to see how that's gonna play out. I really hope the Dionaea takes to helping Good Boy, or like, you know, not disliking Good Boy at least, but I don't feel too confident about that. But yeah, it'll be cool to see what happens next. And hopefully get pollinated. Haha, the flower is hot. Thank you so much for playing this game with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next part of this wonderful game, which hopefully is coming soon. And also, if you'd like to support my channel, my link to my Patreon is in the description box below. Supporting monetarily is not mandatory, but always appreciated. Anyway, thank you so much again, and until the next fictional man, take care.